Hello, everybody. Welcome. I have a stream boss, and with that follow, my understanding is that I should have taken 25 damage, but it didn't work. So I don't know why that would be. I don't know. Okay, let me bring up chat so I can actually see on the main screen. So welcome and goodbye, Gaming John 28. Does it update when you get a follow? Yeah, it should. It's supposed to. Donations and follows are supposed to hurt me and then replace eventually that boss with whoever was the one that did the killing blow. But as you can see, it didn't really work. Welcome, Black Belt Crafter. So we're here on the Team BS Patron server. It looks like some other people have done a lot of work. I don't remember. I think that might have been done over there. But if we look over here, there's a lot of digging that happened over here. I think they stopped there for some reason. There's a sign to tell me why. There's a bunch of digging over here. And you come over here. This is all dug out as well to form the same formation around the whole thing. Pretty cool. And it looks like somebody did some more science. So this is filled in here to make sure that, you know, what is actually, where is it spawning? And they're spawning in here. So slime spawn in this particular chunk here. So we can build a slime farm, keeping in mind that this is the actual slime chunk here. So it's cool. And then we peek over here. Yeah, so there's a couple signs that I want to actually check out. I want to see what they say. Looking for diamonds or danger, go this way. Follow the cobblestone to find some bling. All right, I will do that. I do have a fortune tree pick. I will adventure. I will take this adventure. Follow cobblestone. Cobblestone. This way. Cobblestone. Cobblestone. Wonder who wrote those signs. They didn't sign. They didn't sign the sign. Oh, this is quite a path. Oh, there's some diamonds. Look at that. I don't have a water bucket. Okay. So I just won't die. Yeah, so I don't know why the thing didn't update. That's weird. If it doesn't update when I get new follows, then there's not much of a point because I don't really get donations very often. So that would make it not very useful. Hello. Oh, I don't have a cool sword anymore. Regular creepers. Ha. Actually, I don't want you to blow up. I really miss my better sword. Used to be a lot nicer. So we'll come back to those diamonds in a second. I just want to do... That might be the ocean surface, actually. Or, you know, bottom, I guess. The ocean bottom. Okay. Oh, we're not quite done with adventure yet. There we go. Now we're done. Yeah, so I'll have to see if there's a reason why it's not picking it up. It might be that it only really works with Twitch. That's a possibility. It might not really work properly with Mixer. A lot of the things that actually it was talking about is like you also get it for bits and subscribers and a bunch of other things. And so I feel like it might be that it might just not work with Mixer possibly. I mean, it would work in donations because that's through Streamlabs. But alright, let's we're gonna wander this way. I don't think I have fire resistance, so I'm gonna be careful about fire resistance, about lava. I kinda wanted that record, but I guess it's not gonna happen. Follow you? Follow me? Oh my goodness. There's another creeper over here apparently. Yeah, so if you want to test the thing, if you followed me now, we could see if it was just that one time, like a fluke, or if it's just like not working at all. Oops. Okay. Oh. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, it doesn't work. Huh. Well, I mean, that works. The notification thing works, but not the other part of it. Huh. Okay. Well, maybe I'll have to do some more investigation and see if it's actually supposed to work for Mixer, or if it's only a thing for the other thing, the other website. This the not as cool one. Alright, we'll explore a little bit more this way. I don't have any wood, so this adventure is going to last as long as I have torches. Hello. Oh, and I also don't have a shield, so never mind. Not even worth it. I apparently need to make a shield and make a better... I lost a lot of my stuff to lava, so... yeah. Alright, so I got 4 diamonds out of that. Thank you, mystery sign placer. Is it... Where do I go to get back? Nope, the other way. Nope. Let's go back to the lava. And then... Oh, we want to go this way. I see. Wanted to make sure that I was going to get shot after, or before I went in over by the lava. So we'll just follow this backwards to get back to our base. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know why it's not working. It's a little bit of a bummer. Huh. Well, this is looking nice. There's just a little tiny bit here left, and then I have to clean that stuff up there. I think right now we're going to work on the slime part of that base. So let's head over to over there to that ladder, and then we'll work on kind of thinking about how we want to do the design for the slimes. I believe that they will path, that their pathing will, like, they'll head for corners. I think, is it any corner, or is it random, or will they, how does that work exactly? I forget. Basically, I want to make it so that they will end up walking off of that side into some water, drowned, and then they still drowned, right? Slimes? They'll drown, and then the items will be picked up and then dropped into the middle here, and they'll drop down into the area down below, is what I'm thinking. So we will need some blocks first. What do we want to build it out of? I guess we could just do, we could do a prototype first, maybe, in another world. Thank you for the follow, Messy the King. And I guess my thing doesn't work, so I'm just gonna hide it for now. I can what I can do is, I mean, if I get a donation, it'll show up, but I can make it so that it will fade. If I set this to be like, I'll just turn it off for now. I'll come back to it. There we go, fixed it. That stinks. I was excited about the because I saw somebody else was on Twitch, and they were streaming, and they had it on there, and I was like, oh, cool. But then but it's not working. So, okay. All right. So what we want to do is we want to get some different blocks to just sort of, let's go up top, and let's get some blocks to work on our stuff. I feel so fast. I must have speed. I wonder if it's speed 2 or it must have speed 1. Alright, we want to what kind of blocks do we have? So there's wood. I might go get some more blocks from the, oh, here we go. These are some of the blocks I want, actually. Oh, good. Look at this. All kinds of blocks. What a deal. And then actually some of these also would be really nice. I also don't have a bow, apparently. I have to make a bow and a better sword at some point. I lost everything from that stupid slime incident. Okay, that should be good for blocks. I will need, actually, I'm going to need a couple buckets. Because I want to be able to have water. So let's get some iron. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Make ourselves 2 buckets. And I want to fill them up, but not in a way that's going to break everything. So let's just steal the water from over here. Are there extra... That's interesting. Must have been from when I was still trying to make it so that I wouldn't have this whole wall here. There you go, water buckets. And we'll go up top. No, we'll go down below, actually. So what we want to do is I'm probably actually build a second layer above this, because I want to be able to light it up, not with torches, but I want to light it up with these. So we're going to make a pattern that looks cool for this. So we're going to just remove all these, and we're going to be able to treat the whole thing as a slime farm, even though it's only this chunk right here. So we want to remove all of this stuff. All the way over. And then we're going to build a second layer that's above there that will include the lighting elements to it. Just don't, I mean, I could fall. I won't die from it, but it would just be inconvenient if I fell. And what I might do is reproduce the same farm design on each of these, even though this is the only one that actually functions as a slime farm, I think. For now, I'll leave this path in, because I want to get around easier. Although, I guess I do have ender pearls, so I can get around pretty easy with that. So I'll just use ender pearls from now on. Oh well. Okay, so what I'm looking at is a cool design for on top of here. So let's find the middle first. I guess it's it. Okay, so the middle is going to be it's like that. Yeah, because it's not an even number. So okay, and then let's do a little bit of spacing out of these, I guess. Coming off. I think I have a silk touch pick, right? Somewhere in here. Yeah. Okay, good. So in case I change my mind of things, I don't have to break them all. Because we want this to be spawnable for slimes, but nothing else. So we're gonna light it up. I guess Enderman could spawn here, but it's okay. And then we're going to find out what the lighting is like. So we want to get rid of all the torches. So we can determine our pattern. Too bad it's an even number. Otherwise, it'd be easier to have another spoke coming off to these sides. But now I kind of have to have like 2 coming off. So that's a shame. But potentially here. And then what's the distance I have? 3. So that's slightly overkill, but oh, that was close. So I think I'm gonna guess that this will be enough lighting to keep it lit for mobs. And so one thing I kind of need to test is, when mobs spawn on here, slimes, if I only have this side open, will they wander that direction? Will they wander in the other directions and then they'll like just sit there, or will they sort of wander around, or like what's their behavior? So I could, the hard part I guess it might be better to test this in creative first. Because they might have different, because it's going to be hard to get them to actually spawn to test it out. So let's get out of this build. And let's make a little section as a test. Say over here, or shift is, or control is move faster. Hello, JJ Bunzig. I got the diamond. Was that your adventure you took me on? The diamond ore adventure. What we're testing now is the behavior of slimes. So I just need a platform first. And my understanding is that they hop along and then they'll fall off ledges. And I don't think that they even need trapdoors to do it. We'll test that. Okay, so we have a little bit of a platform. I found diamonds, but I put in the chest while digging. But there were diamonds down the hall in a cave. I wasn't prepared to get. Okay, yeah. It turns out I wasn't prepared either. I got over there and I got the diamonds, but then I didn't have a bow, and my sword sucks, and then I didn't have any wood for torches. So I didn't go very far, and then I turned around. All right, so we want slime. I wanted to show you this cool thing, JJ Bonzig. So I have this boss thing. Streamlabs has a stream boss, and when people donate or follow, it's supposed to change the hit points, but it doesn't work. So I'll have to research why that is. It was dark and full of mobs. Yeah. All right, let's get slime eggs. I'm in peaceful. Okay, so he jumped off. Great. They always jump off in a certain direction. I wonder what... Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Okay, so they end up wandering and then falling off the edge. Random directions. Okay, so now... Okay, next question is... So we're going to simulate my scenario where I'm going to have just one opening on the one side. And like the corner, really. So how well does this function? All right, and that's good for now. Okay, so now if I put in a slime, so let's say 2 of them spawned. So will you eventually find the drop-off? So it won't be very effective if I don't have them drop off on each side. But really, I could do 2 sides. But the other 2 sides are going to be occupied by a path. Eventually, maybe give them something to go after, like a golem. Well, so the problem with the golem... So here's a question. Do built golems interfere at all or interact at all with the village? Because it's Iron Golem Farm. Do they interact at all with the village or not? You can do it. Oh, no, you went the wrong way. I don't think so, but not 100% sure. Okay. many blocks away is the village? Not, I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, he fell off. So that sort of works, not effectively, but... Oh, and I guess the other test is, do they drown? Water. No, stay inside. Could you make some periodic water? Yeah, it's possible. Okay, so they do drown. Alright, I wasn't sure. That was... I wasn't too convinced there for a second. Oh, he's inside that. That doesn't count. He spawned in the wall. Okay, let's get some blocks that are a little higher to put this guy on. Okay, so you sink? Seems like it. Do you drown? I want to make sure that you guys are going to die in the water. He hopped out of the water. That's interesting. Okay, something to note. They could hop out possibly. So they can hop out of the water. Interesting. Because it used to be they would just sink like entirely and like they would never come up. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, that's something to think about. Okay. So here is the design. So let's think about the platforms while we're here. So let's get up there. All right, so we want slabs, and well, we can build in roughly where the walkway is going to be first. So they're going to be coming off of this, and it's going to be 3 wide. So I was planning on having it slope down here directly, but I guess if I wanted to be able to have the slime farm on each side, I could. I could make it so that I go straight across for a bit and then angle down on either side of those, maybe. Or I make it so that on these sides here, it's gonna be flat, and then so this can still go sloping down here and there. Same thing here. And then there'll be a wall here and a wall here, but then at this point, so each of the corners would be where the slimes could wander off and go into the traps. And I think actually, potentially a bunch of this is solid, so I could even cut out some of that, I think. Like down below, there's some extra water right there, but the upper part here, I think I could probably turn that into something that would collect them and then kill them. So let's try that. Let's try that first. So I'll plan on having the path still slope down like they usually do. We're going to need some more inventory space. So let's break that. That block will go down into the system. Let's get rid of some sand. And let's get rid of some cobblestone. Oh, and with this gold. There we go. Now we have room. Inventory. Alright, so then I think this stuff can go away. Yeah, and this is still solid going in, so we're good there. So then this I can bring down, I forget how far. Okay, so right there is where the water starts. And so really if, oh yeah, I guess this isn't flowing here. So I can't just drop in the items directly into that. So we'd still want to have a cover there. But this can be the point where I'm going to put them into this little cubby here. And they drowned. So if I have it just 3 high or whatever, I think they wouldn't jump out of that. Yes, welcome. Welcome has plays. There we go, has plays. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to put in the platform down here. So we're going to turn the thing into kind of like a box, I guess. Ginger Ale raid. Ah, well let me pause my music. Welcome, Ginger Ale. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the raid. It has a raid. It was a raid. Thank you for the host. Thank you for the raid, Ginger Ale. Thank you for stopping by. Has plays. And I have something for you. Let me make sure I'm safe. Okay. I have a cool video. Welcome, Brother Todd. I have a cool raid video now, everybody. Ready? Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. Welcome to my channel. Yeah, the Puka made that for me. He's very talented. Yes, yeah, the cake for everybody. Thank you again for the raid. How was your stream? What were you streaming? Yeah, the mixer swag is pretty sweet. I got a bunch just from being able to go to the booth itself, but then well, also welcome Tim the Time Lord. Sorry, I missed that. Welcome, David. Welcome. I did get a cape. Yep, I had a cape, and it was funny actually. So I do daily burn workout stuff every now and then, and so I wore the cape for one of those, and I had posted it on their Facebook group, and then I actually got a. Why are you there? I actually got a mention during the next day's daily burn thing, talking about how sort of whatever it takes and stuff. So I felt pretty cool that I got a shout out for my cool cape. So I'm gonna have the water line end there. I'm gonna need hoppers. So probably have hoppers on top of this whole thing here, and then I want to take all the items and move them through hoppers and then just spit them out. So PAX was a lot of fun. It was a little bit different this time because Scody brought his kid with him. So it was like we couldn't go to as many 21 or older parties and stuff, but it was still fun. And then he also wasn't there as many days, so that was also a little different too. But I enjoyed it quite a bit. It was fun. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to PAX South. Usually I do South and West, but we potentially might try and do East. It depends on when it is and if we get tickets and everything. But yeah, I think it'd be fun. I haven't done East yet. So I should get some hoppers, I think, but I could build a wall, right? Build a wall, and that'll help me get out of here because I'm stuck right now. But I think, so if we look over here, there is a box in there. You need to go adult. All right, well, thank you very much for the raid. Appreciate it. Warrior Bubble, I'm Warrior Bubble, fear me, roar. Warrior Bubble, huh? All right, so I think that if I go this way, there's gonna be water shortly in here. Yeah, so there's flowing water here. So if I were to replace, this with a dropper that is being powered by the system. So I have to figure that out. But I need to make it so that, like, if these guys die, their slime balls will be collected and then moved into there, and then shot in there, and those will end up falling down into the regular system. Is there a woodland mansion nearby? Not really nearby at all. Welcome R. Well, that is a cool name. I'm impressed by your R. I finally found a interesting Minecraft streamer. Well, sweet. Appreciate it. Yeah, your avatar is pretty cool too. Yeah, single letter. I'm impressed. Yeah, it's far away, and it's only a half mansion, and there aren't very many of the X guys left. That's what you're talking about. But I think this thing will work. I think that this plan will work. I need to figure out the redstone, so let's actually go up top, get some hoppers, and hoppers, a dropper. I need to go a little higher up. Yeah, so this base for people who are new, this is an iron golem farm, mob drop farm. This is full vanilla. We do have a couple of command blocks for being able to skip night. So like if you're over here, if you're on here and you want it to be night or rainy, or in this usually it's day and clear is what you're doing. But that's otherwise everything else is vanilla. So these things here are mob farms, so they spawn, then they end up walking and falling down into the water, and then they fall down onto the, if we look at, let's see, where can we actually see it? So that platform down there, they fall down and die. Then their items move along into the item elevator, which is all the way down the middle here. But then also we have 4 iron golem farms inside the corners there. 4 of them. And then they move along these water chutes into here, and they die in the lava, which we can't really see from here. And then all the drops go up top, go down the chute there, and then they go into the sorted chests that are inside the water. I haven't quite figured out a good way of like making this like more functional. I mean, the stuff goes in here and it's sorted, but the problem is that they're not marked at all yet right now. so if you want to know where it is, you kind of have to like find it, and so you need to make sure you have respiration in your helmet, which I don't have, and then try to figure it out. So I think that iron probably starts somewhere in here, maybe somewhere. I don't know. I'm gonna drown. But I mean, there's a lot of spots you can walk over into. I'm trying to think where. Anyway, there's a lot of iron in here somewhere. There are hoppers up there. Yes, yeah, there are hoppers. Yeah. Welcome, Vegas Knights. 180. Yeah, there already are hoppers. I just want to show off where the iron was. But I believe there are already some redstone things in these chests, hoppers that'll be enough to start. Give me some background on your username. Aha. So I played World of Warcraft. So I was in the beta for that for a little bit, and there's a random name generator. So I had a no Morlock, and I just hit the random name generator, and I got Basket. I thought that was pretty funny. So I kept that as just for the beta, and decided to keep it for the regular game. And then where does these chests go back to? All right, sorry, I'm just gonna make everything a mess. So then I got Basket as my name for that, and it kind of stuck, and everybody was diamonds, nice, thanks. Everybody was calling me that, so I just sort of got used to it, and that was sort of my name with my buddies. And then I started playing Minecraft, and Basket was taken, so then I went with BasketMC for Minecraft. But yeah, that's the Basket part of it. And then even BasketMC wasn't unique enough for a lot of things. So on like Instagram, you remind me of a childhood friend. Well, sweet. I appreciate that. Hopefully it's a good childhood friend. I guess if it's your friend, yeah, okay. And so yeah, so like Instagram and things like that. I'm YT BasketMC for YouTube, because I guess BasketMC wasn't unique enough. I guess. All right, so we have hoppers. I want to make droppers, which I might have around, but then again, I can probably just make if I need to. Checking. Oh, that's a lot of obsidian. My patrons. This is a patron server. My patrons, in particular JJ Bonza, who's in chat, is really good about like she did a lot of the digging. I mean, not. I think I probably did most of the digging, but now it's actually pretty close. So she's been doing a lot of digging to like hollow out this whole thing and everything. But we just learned something new. I'm in your mid 40s now. Sweet. I'm in my mid 30s. And yeah, sorry. And then yeah, you can join if you're a patron. Yeah, so I would be. I could still remind you of a childhood friend. That's fine. Even though we're not the same age. All right. So I need to try and I'll just make it. I guess we only need a dropper. We're gonna need some redstone. Let's throw some of the stuff in here just so we have room. We're gonna need a little bit of redstone to get things working. Probably some of these. I need to make the mechanism that's going to empty out. Oh, actually, I just need a comparator. Let's pull out a redstone box. I forgot we even have it. I will keep this one on me, and I won't die. I've had a habit of logging out after the stream, and then just dying, and then I lose everything. So here we have we do have comparators, and we have some repeaters on us. So I think we have everything we'll need. We have hoppers. Okay, I think we're good. You are such an underrated streamer. Well, thank you. And you're such a likable guy. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right, let's go into here. Boop. And let's make the redstone. That's hopefully going to eject everything that goes into the water here. But there's not water yet, but when there's water here, so we're going to go like that. And we'll probably need to take out this. Is this going to break? No, actually, these will stick around now. They changed that. So we can take these out to be able to maneuver around in here a little easier. We'll need to pop it up. The dropper will be here, facing this direction. Can we, actually, we can't get into it. No, we can't. Good. So now we can just cover this up. And we know that we can't take out that stuff, but we can actually take out this section of the wall. Okay, cool. So we can take this out. Nope, except that. We can't take that part out. We'll leave this part in. So then that we need to power when it has items. Right, I need to have a thing against it. Did you ever think to yourself, what if I was famous? I have thought about that, actually. I'm famous enough to not to keep it. This isn't like a full-time job. What I do is I stream during my lunch breaks, and it would be fun to be full-time, but I also really like programming. So I'd have to, if I did that, I'd have to do like a bunch of my streams would just be like watching me program because I still like to program quite a bit. But anyway, okay, so the other thing we can do if this is a problem, because we need a comparator to read off of it, is we can actually even move it, we can elevate it and move it back one. So let's change this up. We will want to make sure we actually get it back. And there's a haste beacon here, so we have to kind of be careful. But let's take these blocks back. So we're actually going to elevate it up one and be on top of that. So we can test it. I believe it's going to shoot far enough where it won't land on this. And if it does, it's just extra slime blocks, so it wouldn't really be too big of a deal. But so we can cover these up, except that one. And we want to read a signal. Oh, I guess we're going to read a signal this direction. Can we take this block out? That still wouldn't help us with it. I wish I had a little bit more space. Interesting. If I were to... I can... Let's get some other redstone parts. It's a little bit of a compact build we're trying to do. How are you planning to get items to this? Right, so I need hoppers to be able to get in there. Which I can actually run through here if I need to. I can run it over the side in here. Although they would let light through, but we won't have any light in this section. So that's going to say, do I have items? And then we need to power this. So we can, let's get some redstone. And I kind of want to do the old, like, the signal goes back into itself, but I need to somehow I need to power this. So we could do... no. I need to... let's see. Sure is compact in here, isn't it? Well, let's put in the line that's going to be providing... so potentially this. And then we want to go like that. Okay, so that's potentially filling it. Now we need to come up with a way where we can power this block. So we could do a torch underneath this. That's powering this block, and then we need to invert it again somewhere. So let's actually remove some of this top thing just so we can actually walk around. We're going to have this here, a torch on this block, and here. So now it's powered so it won't actually get stuff. So we need to also then invert that again. So if we... So we probably are covering that back up. And we want to pull the signal in again. I guess we can also have the hoppers run across the top here. And in. That'd probably be okay too. And then would that give us more space? Enough space to do what we want to do? Because the kind of the way that this part works is, so when it has items, wait, like that? Yeah, so when it has items, oh, I see, right, I need to have a repeater in this too. Okay, we can do that. So then we can do a torch. No, that's still not quite doing what I want. Because it's the opposite. Right. Okay. Very well. So let's get a repeater. I'll get there. I'm sure at the end of this we'll have a great small compact thing to work. Alright, I'll put this here. Okay, so that burns out. Well, let's do that. So that that's interesting. This actually is shooting it out. Oh, because I'm powering this block. And I'm powering this as a result, but then it's still looping. Interesting. Yeah, because this loop here, there's a torch underneath this thing. So that's causing that loop to happen there. So we aren't actually really even looping here exactly. I mean, that kind of works. It's not the best, and it involves redstone burnout and. But, I mean, we could do that. All right, we could. I mean, this kind of works. Sure, we'll do this. when redstone doesn't... yeah, it's kind of, yeah. When the redstone, if the signal is too quick, like switching signals, or like a redstone torch. If a redstone torch changes signals too fast, it'll burn out. Yeah, basically, it's been done. It gives up. Okay, so this will work. So what we want to do now is we can just fill this in. So we're going to duplicate the same thing on each corner, the same setup, and then the idea is we want to have water that's 3 tall. So this is actually going to be the layer here with hoppers all along it. So so I guess it might be that I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna do this. I can do. So these guys are gonna be here. That's like that. And then here, I guess I can go like that. And so it's a little bit weird. And if you looked inside, it would look strange. But I think it's okay. And then we have 2 water buckets. So there's water all throughout here. Like that. And then when no, we want water, not hoppers. So it's possible that actually, well, those other slimes, are they those tall slimes? Are they 2x2 or are they 3x3 blocks? You know what I'm talking about? Like the really big slimes. Do I need to have the water only 2 thick, or do I need to have it 3 thick? Because if not, I can elevate this and it could be a flat platform. Let's take a look. So this is 3 deep here. So let's make the water only be 2 deep. Fill in that spot. 2.04. What? Big ones are... Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. What does that even mean? What I want is a big one to be in there. Will you hop out? Will you drown? That's crazy. 2.04. Oh, he is drowning. Good. Okay. All right. That's good. I like that. So back to the multiplayer world. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to elevate this some more. So let's... you code. You should get it. I know. But that's just silly. Like... Why do they do that? I mean, I code, but I don't understand why that would be what you would go with. I don't know. Oh well. Yeah, so there is redstone burn up. If you heard the little tss, tss, it's going too quick. But it eventually, I mean, it still works. It still works itself out. So. Okay. So now we're going to elevate this. So this is going to come this way. And then I think I'm actually going to fill in this bottom part here all the way. So that's like that. And then we're going to have hoppers now on this layer here. Oop, didn't work. Like that. And then water. That is like this. Oops. Because through that would just be silly. Yeah, exactly. Precisely. I don't know. That's weird. That's right though. They still drowned. That's the important part. Oh, okay, good. And so we put that back. And then, oh, in fact, I was worried about this layer here, but actually we're about to elevate this whole thing one floor up. So we don't really have to worry about that. Do we have a squid farm yet on the server? Somebody build that? So we're gonna build a cool design. And then we want to verify that there's no spawnable spots. So let's see. What kind of design do we want? And actually, we can close this up now, because now if we want to get rid of items, we can just throw it in here, and they'll end up in the sorting system. And this is underneath this, but it's not going to be a problem, I don't think. So I think we're okay there. I could do fences. So there's going to be a wall here. I could do fences, or I can do like straight up wall. So I'll have to decide what looks better. Let's do a couple different patterns here of what we want to have it look like without breaking too much stuff. Oh, it's actually okay. I know why it's so bright in here, because I broke the block underneath that. Okay, so I think that might be cool. So we'll just build a repeated pattern. I'm not using too many of these darker blocks because they're a pain to get, because they take slime, or whatever it's called, those things, ink sacs. Oh, yeah. I was like, why is it dripping? It's broken. Okay, when this one needs to go away, but not the blocks underneath it. Okay, good. And now let's fill in the rest with these, and we'll see how that looks. And we might do some sort of other pattern on the outside part, or like the other parts of the pattern. These things. These little sections over here. Maybe a non-green block. Maybe. Like what? Tell me more. Yeah, I guess it does kind of... It's very green. What do you want me to try? We have blocks here, and we have blocks up there. We could throw in some different stuff. And also, what do you guys think about for keeping them from going off this side? Should we use fences? Should we try fences? Should we try glass? You know, there's a lot of different things we could try as a barrier so that it'll look interesting, but then won't let them walk off this edge over here. I'm gonna stop them from walking off of here. I'm also, this whole thing here, I'm gonna replace with these as like, you know, little like cubes with the white glass in between, if that matters for how everything looks. Glass for sides, maybe orange blocks for added color. Orange blocks, okay. What kind? Tell me more. Orange. What kind of orange do you want to use? I don't know if I have any orange blocks here actually. I have lots of red because of the poppy farm. I don't have a lot of daisies here. What kind of orange blocks do you want me to try? Yeah, let me get some daisies. Do we have a dye farm on the server? Let's do some shopping. Do I have dye? No, I probably don't have that. Sandstone would give slabs, or maybe concrete pour. Oh, that's right. Concrete exists in this game, isn't it? Forgot about that. Oh, what are you guys doing here? Excuse me. Alright, try to think where I can get... There might be dye actually in the community center. We'll see. Or yeah, I could do even just straight up sandstone, which I could actually have made. Oh, that's nice. We'll go around instead of letting them out. Hey, you're out. Wait a second. You should be dead. Task for John. Build a flower farm. Yeah, I need a flower farm, and I need a ink sac farm. I think we have one. It doesn't quite work yet, from what I understand. So we should. Okay, so there's 5 of these. Can I steal them? Thank you. Scotty is working on a flower farm. Okay, well, he should. Let's go. Oh wait, there's a dye chest. So there's orange there. Okay. Hello. Valorous wall. Valorous wall? Valorous wall. There we go. Valorous. Okay. So we have some orange dye. You could plant the sunflowers and bone meal. Oh, there we go. You're so clever. And bone meal. And then we want to consolidate some blocks. We can put our redstone in this. Okay. 24 orange in chest. Yeah, I'm trying not to be too. You're saying in this chest? Oh, right there, orange tulip. Yeah, I don't want. I mean, it's community center, but if I'm able to just bone meal these, then that should work fine. I don't want to take everything. Can I? I can't plant on that. Okay, I want dirt. Give me dirt. Is this? It's probably on sand. Yeah, it's on sand. Okay, here's some dirt. Here's a spot of dirt. There we go. Yay! Science. Okay, so we'll try orange. So what sort of orange things do we want to put in there? I don't remember how to do concrete. I haven't made it before. We could try it though. Let's see what it looks like. There is... It's probably plenty. Well, we can make more. Over here. Gravel and sand. Okay, I do have that back at the other place. So we can try the concrete as both dry and wet to see what it looks like in the design. Try things out. With dye in the middle. Okay. Alright, let's go back. I just saw this sunflower here, and I was like, oh, I have an Imperial coin from Monumenta. But all right, let's head over there. Monumenta is a server I play on. It's a CTM MMO. So complete the monument. Massively multiplayer online game. It's currently in closed beta. I play it on my channel on YouTube, but then also on Mondays during my streams. So if you want to know what I'm streaming and when, go to BasketMC.com. I have a whole schedule up there. It's usually up to date. Occasionally I'm off by a little bit, but all right, let's find our home. Is this way? I'm gonna guess that those guys are still there. Nope, they're gone. Good. Didn't work. Okay, there we go. Good. Okay. So let's get some sand and gravel. Let's dump. This is my random chest. Sorry, JJ Bunzik. It's where I'm putting all of my random things. She sorted all this stuff. And then we have sand. Okay. So let's go to the platform that we're working on. Here. Yeah, I agree. It is kind of repetitive. We'll want a crafting bench. That's an important thing. So let's dump the ladders and make a crafting, and bring a stack of wood with us so we can do things. Oh, there we go. Perfect spot for the ladders. Stack of wood. I feel like that's in the middle somewhere. There we go. Stack of wood. And back over here. So now we can make our crafting bench. And we'll just put it over here for now. And we want... Oh, okay. I understand how this works. You get 2 for each of them? Wow, I'm gonna have a lot of dye. Okay, cool. We don't have a lot of poppies right now. But... Alright, so that is... We have a lot of things. Let's, here. We can use our cool new thing. And now that'll be moved into the system. Let's make, well, here. Actually, instead of asking you guys how I make it, look, we can do this. No, we want orange concrete. There we go. Oh, that's a weird pattern. I wouldn't have guessed that. So I want to make more of these. So if I want to go to orange, or actually, here we go. The only things I can make. There we go. Yes. Patternless. Oh, it's patternless. Oh, wow. Okay. Should I make a full stack? Actually, it's not even... Okay, it is a full stack. I have a lot now. If I need it, it's around. Okay. That's good for now. We'll go like that. Let's get rid of something so we have room in our inventory. Oh, we have lots of torches. There we go. Okay. So now we have this block we can add into the mix. Let's put it in these positions. And then kind of see how we feel, how it feels. It's very bright. So what does it look like when it's, okay. I'm trying to think what kind of pattern I might want to do. And which one I prefer. I'm having problems coming up with what I want it to look like. This is if you're a patron, you can join. This is my Team BS patron server. So if you're a patron of myself or Scotty Garbitas, then you can get in. I think I like because these things have a lot of texture already, so I think I prefer the concrete version, or I think it's the concrete version. Is that what it would be? Yes, the link for it is, it's nice to have an accent color to, yeah, right, Team BS patron server. So that's the link to my Patreon, if you want to be a patron. All right. Yes. So let's think about this. So now we might want to put in, I guess, the dark green in there. Possibly. And let's take a faraway view of what we're looking at. There we go. Oh, there's an Endermite. Look at that. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, I sort of have a bullseye kind of thing going on. So I could do, again, where I have, like, some more on a layer out here. Possibly, that might be closer than I really need to be. So possibly there. Kind of doing a circle type of thing. That might work. Goodbye. And these things don't... These things have gravity. So, I'll have to keep that in mind. But so possibly... Like here... Maybe going out to 3 and then over. So like this. And then... Like that, and maybe replacing this one. Trying to be very careful just to only break what I need to break. Will it pop up when you're done? The which thing? Which thing pop up? Oh, actually, I have to keep in mind this pattern. I've changed it here. Oh, the Patreon thing. Yeah, I don't have any notifications. Streamlabs doesn't have a notification thing, but I will. So after I'm done, if you are, if you're a patron, or if you just let me know if somebody like signs up as a patron, then I'll probably see an email notification. But yeah, Streamlabs doesn't have like a cool, cool notification thing for it, fortunately. But yeah, right after I'm done, my stream's actually about to be done. I'm actually overdue. But then I can do some stuff for that. Yeah, so this thing wouldn't be here. So I guess we could take that out. So it would be... It's 3 out, and then here, and then 3 out, like that. And this is gone. Awesome. Yeah, so the I guess so something to keep in mind if your goal is to get onto the server, you have to be at least the $5 tier. But if you wanted to be a patron just because you think I'm cool and you like my stuff, then yes, that will work. But I just wanted to warn you in case you wanted to be able to hop on the server. Let's see. My pick is too strong. Okay, and then that goes away. So I'm gonna put water on it, but this is potentially a pattern I could do. So to actually get onto the server, you have to be on the $5 tier. So if you did the $1 tier, then I think the benefits is like guilt-free, watching my ads or watching using ad blocker. No. Actually, there's no torches down there, is there? So I guess I'm fine. But yeah, so it depends on which of the rewards you want, and how much you want to donate and so on. Like I have another tier where you get early access to my YouTube videos. So a couple of my patrons are enjoying that benefit. Okay, so let's see how this looks. I'm gonna do a little bit more designing, and then yes, thank you. That's my YouTube. A little bit more designing, and then I'll have to end out the stream. I feel like yeah, it's awful quiet today. Yeah, I think I changed it. I think I changed it to be every like because when I stream a Scody, I changed it to be like some super long amount of time, and I thought I changed it right before this to be every 10 minutes, but I don't know if it's really been talking very much. All right, sweet, awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. And then I'm trying. How do you pronounce it? Roto Valves? No, that's not right. Roto Viles. Rod. Okay, that's a lot easier. There you go. Let's see. Possibly like that. And then just fill this in. I'll do that first, and then we'll see how that looks. Thank you for the follow, also. So we'll try this, and then we'll see how that looks from afar before we end out the stream. Okay, so we have basically the pattern in there. It's going to change a little bit as I add in some more things, but we can see how this one looks from far away. I missed. That's fine. I have feather falling. Alright, cool. Well, thanks for stopping by, and I will check on that after the stream. Let's get up top. If I ender pearl here, it's probably not going to work out too well, so I'll just walk up. Alright, I'm going to go higher up, actually. So from here, boop. So what do you think? And then I'm going to fill in a little bit more in here, and then we'll add in the glass. Glass is a boundary to try and get them to fall into the water. But so I just need to duplicate that on the other 4 sides, then I'll probably duplicate the same thing on all the other ones. But yeah, I agree. I think it looks pretty good. So it's going to be some more blocks in here. Possibly just these blocks in there, I guess. But then the idea is that they might run into the glass, but then they'll keep on doing their hopping and then fall into the water, drown, then their slime blocks will go into there and then go down to the bottom. So, cool. All right, good. Let me get up top before I sign out, so that I don't die from any slimes or anything like that while I'm not paying attention. And that'll be the end of the stream. Thank you everybody for stopping by today.